Hello, good people in Trinidad and at the Value Chain workshop, sponsored by the CRFM and the UNEFTP. We are here in Haustak, a company in Iceland. Haustak means like a headlock. If you're wrestling, you can do a headlock. It's the same meaning, but we play with words here. I'm holding a head of fish. This is what life is all about here, drying fish, making the most out of fish heads and fish products. And I'm here with the production manager, Halldór Smári, who's going to tell us about the company and how they have gone about developing the products, their markets, and how they see themselves in the value chain of fisheries. The company itself, when was it established and what was the aim of the company in the beginning?
Yeah, it was established in 1999 by two large fishing companies in Grindavík, Vísir and Þorbjörn. And it was established to really make a product out of a byproduct for these fishing companies, which are the heads and the bone of mainly cod. And we started drying outside on wooden racks, mainly the larger head and whole fish. But now we have developed technique to dry inside with help of geothermal to heat up the air. And these days we dry everything inside.
But prior to that, you were throwing away the raw material. And how much raw material are you talking about on a yearly basis?
Yeah, on a yearly basis now we are around 15,000 tons of raw material.
15,000 tons.
Mainly from the owners of this company.
And that was thrown away in the old days?
It was either thrown away or made animal feed or something like that when they had time, but mainly thrown away, yeah.
How many people work here?
We are 45 now.
45 people, yeah. And you're running shifts, or is it from?
No, it's 8 to 5, nearly most of the days, but even longer if we need it. But the drying is really 24/7. We manage the drying from home, and we can really do everything from home.
So when you get your raw material, what are the issues that you look for in what's a good raw material, what's bad raw material?
Yeah, that's been quite developing on all this time. We have, when we started, we got the head and the bone in the same tube. Now we have around 20 products: cod head, haddock head, saithe head, and the bone from all of these. Offcuts, everything separated, iced, really fresh.
Really
so
fresh.
We are around maybe a day after landing from the boat. It's here in-house. So.
I noticed there is no smell of the raw material. It's just fresh fish.
Yeah, it's fresh fish. Of course, there is fish smell. It's always a fish smell. But we have, with fresh raw material, you get less smell. Okay. That's our main goal.
So can you show us some of the products that you have?
Yeah, these are our main products: the cod head and the cod bone. Really just the fillet taken out, and this is around 60% of our production.
60%?
Yeah, and everything goes to Nigeria.
So what do we have? We have a fish head, and what's hanging out there? What's the collarbones?
Yeah, collarbone. We have really two products of fish head, cod head, with collarbone and without collarbone. So when the fishers are doing bacalhau, we get it without the collarbone here, because the collarbone goes with the bacalhau. And when they are filleting, we get the ear, as we call it, the collarbone. The collarbone, yeah. And these are just two different species of products that have different prices. And yeah, the gills are in, but the tongue is out.
The tongue is out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the tongue is really a different product for other markets.
Do you cut the tongue out yourself, or is it done at the fish processing?
It's normally done at the fish processing, but if it's not, we do it here. Yeah.
And it's sold to Europe somewhere?
Yeah, mainly France and other.
So we have all the types of products here.
Then we also dry haddock, saithe, ling, tusk, and that's probably our main products.
So this is a backbone. Or,
yeah, a backbone from safe.
From safe.
It's a little bit darker.
Yep.
And then we also have the offcuts. So when you're trimming the fillet, you get some offcuts from the fillet, and we try that also.
All right.
For the Nigerian market.
Okay. Is there are price differences here, right?
Yes.
How much, like if you compare this cut-offs or offcuts,
yep,
and to a fish head,
yep,
what would be a price difference between these two products?
Probably 100% more.
100% higher price for this?
Yeah. And then this is really...
This is the lowest?
Half the price, half the price.
Okay.
This is the cheapest product.
Yeah.
Just the backbone. And this is the middle, our main product. And then we got
this.
These are the cutlets. We take mostly tusk and ling, the smallest fish, and we cut it into pieces and dry it inside. So instead of drying a whole fish outside, which is the typical way and was done and has been done for many, many years, we found a way to short the dry process for 3 months, and get much better quality because we control the heat and the humidity in the drying cells. In Iceland we can't control the weather. It's rainy and snowy and sun the same day, so it's quite hard to dry outside. But now we can dry as we want to dry.
Yeah. With the use of geothermal energy.
Yes, here we use geothermal energy, but you can use really any power source you need.
What is the yield of this? How much moisture do you have when you have a final product there?
It's under 15%.
Under 15%?
15, yeah. So we are using about 80% of the weight.
Of the weight.
But we are really, when we transport it, we are transporting 5 containers instead of 1 of the nutritions. Because we only take the water out, the 80% is just water, and left is just the protein and vitamins and everything. Here we have really tests and some other product that doesn't go to Nigeria, mostly. Really, first and foremost, the ling fillet, which we sell to Scandinavia, Finland and Sweden.
So this is a fillet without any bones, anything?
Yeah, you might have the pin bone in,
but
that's just normal. And no additives, just dried. And they eat it on Christmas in Finland.
Christmas food in Finland.
And they put it in calcium and soda. It gets 12 times bigger.
Yes.
So they get the weight back.
We have flat fishes, we have a skate, or this is like a
skate is a bycatch for the longliners that we mainly buy from. And really has a problem everywhere. But we found a way, we can try it for Nigeria, and we have started selling to China also. So we are looking at China as a new market for.
So it's been gutted?
Gutted, yeah. And
then you dry it, just like that?
Yeah.
So the Nigerians, do they rehydrate it, or what do they do with this?
Yeah, they rehydrate this and cook it similar way that we would cook it. But the heads and the bones, they really more boil down into a stew and add their vegetables and spices into it. So they are getting the protein from the fish. But with the expensive products like the cutlets, they are more cooking it like we would do it. They rehydrate and then cook it. Yeah, these are just skate wings.
The wings of the skates. Is that sold to China also, or Nigeria, or?
Yeah, Nigeria mostly.
Mostly to Nigeria.
Yeah. And then we can try bacalao also. We have developed technique to dry it more like sun-dried, like they want it. And then we have some other products that are really not a part of the drying. We have developed technique to take the intestines from the fish also and make fish oil out of it, which is really rich of omega-3 and omega-6. And make meal out of the rest
Okay.
for animal feed. And from that procedure we can take the bones that are left and make calcium from the bones.
Who's buying this? Who is buying calcium?
Really, fish calcium is the best calcium you get for the human body. So if you pill it or put it in drinks or whatever,
Yeah.
this is
Like a supplement in nutritional
Yeah.
supplements.
Yeah. And then we have the cod liver oil.
Yep.
We make that also.
I
here.
drink this every
Yeah,
morning.
me too.
Every morning.
Yeah.
That's how tall I
Mostly,
am. If we talk about the markets for these products, so you mentioned that Nigeria is your main market, but you also mentioned China and Finland.
Yeah.
And do you have other markets?
No, not really. Nigeria is 98.5.
And how do you find the markets? How do you communicate?
We go there twice a year to look at the market, see the people, know just of course there are developments there, and we meet our buyers and go to the market, and they come here, look at the place and check everything out.
Do they ask you for any specific things with regards to the products?
They want smaller heads.
Smaller heads?
Yeah, please fish smaller heads.
And can you
No.
do that for them?
Of course not.
What's the future of this company?
The future is I think we have been growing since '99. We started trying outside, took it in. We are always building up. We've done this for a long time. We know how to do it. We know the Nigerian markets, and we have contacts there that will last a lifetime. And Nigeria is not going anywhere. They have to get their food. They are the most growing country in the world. And I think it's important to keep selling them the product. Even if you go to China, of course there are huge market there. And if we introduce it right, we can go there full force. But I think we always have to stick to Nigeria.
What is the most valuable product that you are selling at the moment?
It's the cutlets.
The cutlets that you showed earlier.
With the cutlets, we extended the market in Nigeria quite a lot, because you can buy 1 or 2 pieces at maybe a higher price than the whole fish together. So when you puzzle it together, you get more for the cutlets, the pieces.
What lessons have you learned over the years?
We learned a lot. Quality of raw material. That's the main lesson.
Is that the main thing?
That's the main thing.
I
if you
think
control the raw material, you get a good product.
So good raw material produces good final products.
And with good products, you can, even in Nigeria, they can see a good product. They know our brand in Nigeria is good, and they know the brand. So.
Well, thank you so much for this information.
No problem.
And I hope our colleagues in the Caribbean have learned a bit about trying, and hopefully this discussion helps you in the discussion that takes place in the workshop in Trinidad.